that is going to be important. Tell me, where are you from in Peru? Are you from Lima? Where are you from? Teachers, you can write. You can write on the chat box. Welcome, welcome, Molina, Edith. Okay, you can write on the chat box, where are you from? Okay, good. From Lima, thank you, Edith. What about you, Gladys? Where are you taking this course from? From Pasco, that's great. So now the internet is helping a lot, right? To taking course from different parts of our beautiful country. Let's start this course. Okay, I was waiting for some minutes. Let's start this course with something very important, okay? That is one of my favorite skills. I'm sharing my, let's see, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, again, for the new teachers, Miss Isabel Aguayo. So, one of my favorite skills is listening, right? Listening, because it's so nice and it helps a lot to, a lot students to comprehend and also to speak, right? So that's why listening, it's my favorite one. Here, according to the preparation, things, okay, on the website, we need to practice or remember about intensive, extensive listening, and also the soft skills, right? The soft skills like listening for gist, predicting content, inferring attitude, inferring and interpreting information. Okay, both of them are also skills in our national curriculum. Detecting connectors, listening for details, deducing meaning from context, summarizing, paraphrasing. These are kind of also sub skills and strategies, okay? Drawing conclusions and opinions and reflecting. So these last three ones, for example, they are like post-listening activities, okay? Post-listening at the end. So that's why we are gonna see how listening works, okay? Let's see. I can see everything, yeah. So, how do you listen? How do you listen? Okay, students, when they listen, they need, right, to work on one of these skills or maybe two of these sub skills, because to work on all of them, it's too much for our students, too much, right? One or two skills will be good. For example, we can work for gist, okay, and for that is skimming, and also we can work for a specific information that is scanning. Together, first skimming and then scanning. Or we can work skimming, okay, and then listening for detail, okay? First skimming and then listening for detail. Can I work scanning and listening for detail? Of course. Remember that there is a slightly difference between scanning and listening for details. Okay, what else can I work? Can I work intensive listening and extensive listening at the same time? I think that at schools, we do not work both of them. First, we can work on listening, right? Because we want our students to work on their sub skills. So we have to work intensive listening first. And extensive listening could be as part of motivation to start a class, maybe to make a pause, right? So you can see your students, they are too tired, you already know what they like, and you can work on extensive listening, okay? But it's not gonna be our real objective if we want to work the other sub skills in listening, right? So let's go a little bit deeper, okay? Welcome to all the new teachers. Welcome Angelica and Henry. Welcome all the new teachers. So this is listening time, okay? Now, as I was telling you, what else would I have to remember? That listening, it's a receptive skill, right? Listening is a receptive skill. Why? Because it involves understanding language instead of producing it. So I have to understand, good evening. I have to understand language instead of producing it, right? So that is one of the purpose of the listening activity, okay? Remember that there are two kinds of audios, right? Two kinds of audios. For example, when we have some audios that are authentic listening. So they mean that this listening is to what a native speaker would listen to. And also the ones that we start with our beginners, our new students, or students who are learning the language for the first time, or real or false beginners, because sometimes there are some students, few, but there are some that they already know some vocabulary, something about the language, so they need graded listening, right? Graded listening according to their level. According to their level, so means adjusting the level of difficulty to the level of the learners, okay? Good. Here we have, as I told you, listening for gist. What is listening for gist? Listening for gist is to have the general and main idea of the message. But sometimes it's main idea, general, because gist is main idea or the general idea of the message. So, but what is the main idea? If you ask yourself, what does the main idea consist of? Do you have any idea? So it sounded redundant. So do you have any idea? So what the main idea consists of? Or what are the parts of the main idea? You can write on the chat. Maybe you know that. Let's read the chat. What are the parts of the main idea, teachers? Because everybody's saying the main idea, or the gist, the general idea, but what is that? Okay, I need to have teachers who are awake, teachers. Remember that, as we say to our students, mistakes are part of learning, okay? You can make mistakes, no worries, no worries. I'm the only one who is reading this. Okay, teachers, main idea. The main idea is gonna be the what or the who, okay? In this case, in the message. But only the what and the who? No, also the reason, the why, okay? But not the reason as something specifically. It would be the reason as something general, okay? So the main idea needs to have these three components together, or maybe two of them. We are gonna see examples, do not worry. Okay, Listening for specific information. Is the same that listening for detail? No. Listening for specific information is just to listen carefully to find specific data in the message. That means that we are going to look for maybe numbers, years, names, actions, just specific information. The student do not have to understand 100% of the audio or of the listening. They don't need to, right? Because you're going to tell your students when they listen that they just need to find that information you want them to identify. And one of the skills in the national curriculum, okay, en el currículo nacional, nos dice, ¿no? Es una de las capacidades de se comunica oralmente en inglés como idioma extranjero. ¿Qué nos dice esta capacidad? Que el estudiante obtiene información, ¿sí? El estudiante obtiene información. So the student gets information. Del texto oral. En este caso, el texto oral es el audio, the listening or the audio, okay? So that would be listening for specific information. También llamado scanning, okay? Another name for specific information is also scanning. So it could be specific information or specific data, que es lo mismo. So they are synonyms. O scanning. Okay, let's write here. See. Okay, I'm going to share again so we can write. Good. Teachers, we are saying that the first one, okay, the name is listening for gist, or also another name that it takes is skimming, right? Skimming. So let's write the name. Skimming. Skimming. Okay, skimming. What's another name for listening for gist? Listening for general information. Okay, listening for general information. So slash listening for general information. Okay. O listening for global understanding. También le dicen así. Listening for global understanding. Okay. Tiene tantos nombres para confundirnos, but it's the same. It's the same. Okay, good. Let's see here. Okay, teachers, I'm gonna make a little bit smaller so you can have it. Okay. What about listening for specific information? You can also say listening for specific data is here. Or the other name, it could be scanning. Okay? Good. Scanning. Scanning. Or for specific data. Okay? Listening. Listening for specific data. Okay, good. What else do I have to know? Listening for attitude. What's that? Okay. When you say listening for attitude, you